Good good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon. August 12th, we're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and the NQ. So the major thing that was accomplished today was the bulls put the weekly back to balance in both ES and NQ, not in righty. The daily, I'm going to have to give in and call it up. We're one time framing up 5 days in ES. Still don't like the fact that we can't get the seconds high. Volume continues to get lighter on these pushes up. Now, NQ did get the seconds high and barely got into the back gap. So I'm going to call them up too. I'll give them their due, the bulls. One time framing up for 3 days. I guess, is it 3 days in NQ? Let me see. Yeah, because they had the possible outside day down, then the inside day. So, I'll call them up, ES and NQ, but I'm not thrilled, especially in the ES's case. We haven't gotten to that Friday's high. We have PPI tomorrow morning. Righty goes out, beautiful B shape, 12 wide point of control, and an afternoon rally high in I. NQ goes out with an 11 wide POC. Now, I'm using IF as an afternoon rally high. Again, I don't know how much I would lean on that if it was to get up there. And they go out 11 wide. In ES's case, I'm using F as a rally high and I as a pullback. Again, these are just, I don't think these are levels that would hold at all. But for now, I'm going to keep them in there. It's not like I'd put my house on the line, buying down here or shorting up here. And we go out with an 11 wide point of control. A good day today. I think we saw the market very well. I got caught in D period. We'll go over that. Once the single prints got taken back, the trend day up, basically, I told the room, the odds of the day's high and low being in are pretty good, at least through most of the afternoon. Again, the Three Stooges sometimes distort that. Well, the high and the low were in. We never saw the high again, never made a new low. We got both overnights, by the way, again, in ES, not in NQ. My first trade of the day, meanwhile, I'm talking to the room about front running overnight highs and Friday's high. I said a decent trade would be to front run Friday's high. Well, guess what? I didn't do it. And look at NQ. Got real close to it and came in. So I missed that one. But I did take a long in A period in ES, actually, the first time against the overnight low, and I got paid a couple of points. It finally did get it. My next trade was in NQ. I thought was going to take out A's low, and I got fortunate. I took a 2 lot. I got paid on 1. It went back up. I added, came back in on the turnover at 10.15, and it came in enough where I took it off and made money on it. Never did take out A's low, as you can see, obviously. Next trade in that was in ES, and I ended up losing money on the day in ES. I had a good day, though, in NQ. So I took a short in ES against halfback and value high from Friday, and the reason I did that is because we had gotten the overnight low. Well, I found to be wrong, took that off for a loss. I had good time frame in B to pop A's high first, and then again to get the overnight high. So those are 2 nice trades in NQ. Then I took a long also in D period to get August 2nd's high, that Friday high. Now, here's where I ran into a problem. We never really had I wasn't expecting pretty much a liquidation break, which we got in D. Inventory adjustment's one thing. So they came down, and I got long in ES against a single print fill. Kept going down, I got out. Then I got long in NQ against value low at the time. That turned out to be wrong because value low was low at the point. So I ended up taking, and I really thought that here's the problem. I have to recognize, I've been doing this long enough. I have to recognize the difference between inventory adjustment and pretty much a liquidation break. That was a liquidation break. Okay? I should have stayed out of the way and been more patient and see, are they going to try to get both sides of the IB? Because a lot of times with a liquidation break, you will. Now, they didn't, but I wasn't patient enough. I got in too early. So that was my last trade in ES on the day. I ended up losing 7 points in ES. No big deal. And then I gave back a bunch of what I was up. Still up in NQ at that time. However, I did well in both G and H period in NQ on pullbacks, which got back what I lost in D and NQ and some more. So, I mean, I had a good day overall. I lost money in ES, but did well in NQ. I just have to recognize with the ranges we've had, when you get that kind of tempo, you got to let it breathe a little bit, right? Now, the good thing was I didn't get stubborn. I took them off because they went down a lot further, and I really would have gotten hurt if I had just stayed in both of them. So I'll give myself credit for that. However, got to do a better job of recognizing the difference between inventory adjustment and a quick inventory break, a quick liquidation break. Today's high is 96.75 in ES, 90 and a quarter afternoon rally high, 11 wide at 70.75, pullback at 56 and a quarter, and today's low is 54.75. In SPY, today's high is 535.72, 535.16 rally high, 533.16 11 wide, 531.76 pullback, and today's low of 530.96. And then on the chart, so the weekly, back in balance. Now, how big's the balance? We don't know yet. It's only day one. We have all week. So if we keep going up, we'll see how much we're going to encompass. Or if we roll over, we'll see what happens. But the good news for the bulls, and that's all they want to do. Once they got the weekly, last week's high, and filled the single prints, I said the bulls accomplished what they wanted. We nailed that by saying that. And here's the daily. One time framing up 5 days in a row, which is impressive. However, the volume keeps getting lighter. And so far, what have we done for these 5 days? We took back last Monday and attempting to take back last Friday. So for my money's worth, for now, this is still just majority short covering. So if we're going to go higher, short covering weakens a market unless it brings in new buying. Let's see if that happens tomorrow. If it doesn't happen, eventually we should roll over. Hope you had a good day trading. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. And we'll recap and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.